Hey everyone! Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic that might make you rethink your protein intake. You've probably heard that eating less protein can slow down aging, but it's not as straightforward as it seems. Let's explore this together and uncover the science behind it. First things first, we're all familiar with the protein trend. From protein powders to protein yogurt and snack bars, it's everywhere. But a recent review of over 350 studies suggests that eating less protein might actually be linked to healthier aging. Now, this is intriguing, right? But here's the catch. Most of the evidence comes from animal studies, not humans. So, how much protein do we actually need? Well, Australian dietary guidelines recommend around 15 to 25% of our daily energy intake should come from protein. Good sources include legumes, nuts, fish, eggs, dairy, and lean meat. Interestingly, data shows that most Australians already meet these recommendations. Now, let's break down what the study looked at. The research combined evidence from animal and some human studies to understand how restricting protein and specific amino acids influences the biology of aging. And here's where it gets interesting. Eating less protein seems to change how the body uses energy, helps cells remove damaged components, and reduces the buildup of aging cells. These biological changes are associated with healthier aging and longer lifespan in animal studies. But why does this happen? Well, it's still unclear. It could be due to eating less protein overall, less animal protein, or fewer specific amino acids. Or it might simply be a result of eating a healthier diet. The review's main goal was to understand the biology of aging, not to provide dietary advice. The strongest evidence comes from laboratory animals. Studies in mice, rats, flies, and yeast showed that animals with lower protein diets often lived longer and showed signs of healthier aging. However, it's important to note that these animals live in controlled environments where researchers can manipulate their diets precisely. This level of control is simply not possible in humans. Human biology is complex, and findings in mice and rats don't always translate directly to people. The review also suggests that total protein might not be the whole story. Restricting specific amino acids, like methionine, isoleucine, and valine, produce similar benefits in animal studies as reducing total protein. Studying humans is a whole different ball game. Human evidence is limited, and intervention studies lasting only a few weeks make it impossible to determine whether restricting protein influences people's lifespan or healthy aging. Additionally, higher protein diets can help preserve muscle mass in older adults and reduce the risk of frailty when combined with resistance exercise. Now, here's where it gets tricky. People don't eat protein in isolation, they eat food. Eating a lot of legumes and nuts provides protein along with fiber, healthy fats, and other nutrients. But a high-protein diet from red and processed meat might also come with saturated fats and salt. Large studies have linked excessive animal protein, especially red and processed meat, with worse health and early death. This is why it's challenging to separate the effects of protein from the foods providing it or someone's overall diet. Other factors may explain conflicting findings about protein. Let's take a step back and think about it. Longevity is influenced by more than just protein. Research into long-living populations shows that the Mediterranean diet, which contains moderate amounts of protein from legumes, fish, and nuts, along with plenty of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and olive oil, while limiting red and processed meat, is associated with healthy aging. By comparison, the traditional Okinawan diet from Japan, which is also linked to healthy aging, contains relatively little protein but emphasizes plant foods and is low in calories. Both diets are associated with living longer, highlighting that isolating protein alone may miss the bigger picture. So, should you eat less protein? Not based on this review. While the study explains how protein restriction might affect aging in laboratory animals, it emphasizes how much we still don't know about translating this into dietary advice for humans. The relationship between protein and longevity is nuanced, and it's not as simple as less is better. For now, the strongest evidence still supports meeting current protein recommendations, especially as we age. Instead of chasing the latest nutrition headline, aim to choose mostly minimally processed protein foods as part of an overall healthy diet. Remember, longevity is shaped by various factors, including diet, physical activity, sleep, social connections, stress management, and overall health. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video has given you some valuable insights. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating content. See you next time.